Morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Here it is, Tuesday tea time again. I'm home, so I'm actually filming on Tuesday. I'm just walking out of my house. I'm gonna go see if I can find the boys, and we'll share tea time with Atlas and Ari. It's been quite a week. I feel like I'm starting to see a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. But mostly I have a huge appreciation for the past week and all it's given me. And here are the boys. Hi Atlas, hi Ari. So I'll come in and share tea time with them and you. So today, I was thinking a little bit about appreciation. Actually, I was thinking about it a lot. Hi, Joe. Welcome to tea time. So I was just down in the pasture with Ocasio and Myrna and Cleo and my horses that are out there. It's quite windy down in the valley. I'm going to move here. I'm going to sit in the hay with the horses. So, there we go. Atlas. Hi, buddy. And Ari. I love the white spots Ari has over only one eye this year. It's kind of a funny marking. All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about appreciation. I was just down in the pasture working with Ocasio. And Ocasio is really interesting to me because he has one of the highest flight instincts of any horse I've ever met in my career with horses. And that makes it really interesting to try and work with him, particularly trying to work with him in freedom. And so I've really been trying something this week, which is all about appreciation, trying to normalize what it's like to spend more time appreciating the horses for what they can do than trying to fix or change or develop the things they are not good at yet. As a horse trainer, I feel like we get pushed a lot into always improving, that sort of never-ending improvement, which is good. It's good to have a feeling of never-ending improvement, but not if it diminishes our appreciation for life and relationships. So, because Ocasio is particularly difficult for me, I've been really trying to focus on how much of every day can I be in a state of appreciation, appreciating the things that he does do. Now, I don't want to be positive affirmation Pollyanna kind of neglecting reality. It's very important to me that I look at reality. But when you look at reality, you can do that with a sense of appreciation also. So what that means is today I was walking through a gateway and Ocasio was right behind me and Myrna and Cleo were a little bit farther away and something spooked them in the wind. And Myrna and Cleo started to gallop, and Ocasio, he ran into me. I mean, he didn't knock me down. He just hit me pretty hard with his shoulder as he went by. And I hate that. I really hate it when horses run into me. But in that moment, because I didn't have a tool, I didn't have a thing, there was nothing I could do about it. In that particular moment, I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and I got bumped into. Now, I could be really irritated about it. If I'm honest, I was really irritated about it. But taking this idea of appreciation, so what if I take that thing of, I really didn't like it, I was really upset about it. What do I do with that? How do I appreciate that as a new piece of information? Okay, so now I have a little bit of a motivator for me to look more closely at what are the kinds of things that's going to make that less likely to happen in the future? Because freedom-based training is not about fixing a problem in the moment it happens. Freedom-based training is about saying, okay, I see the problem. How do I take that information, use it, and build a training plan out of it for the calm and steady and easy, peaceful moments so that this isn't likely to happen again. Hi, Sally. Welcome to tea time. So if we take something like this incident where my horse kind of ran into me as he went past through the gateway. I didn't like it. I was irritated by it. He should have looked out for me. He should have gone around me. He shouldn't have bumped into me. But he did. And if I can be in this state of appreciation, okay, now I have some information about specifically which thing I would like to train so it's not likely to happen again. So we continued on through that pasture. They went and got some water. The horses had a time where they started to settle a little bit. And then I thought, okay, now I'm going to really think about what are the behaviors of awareness and paying attention do I need to reinforce in Ocasio so that he's less likely to run into me in the future. And, you know, these are the kind of things they're supposed to take, hi Alice, weeks, months, years. You know, this isn't instant training, but I think about things like switching eyes more often so that he sees me out of one eye and then he sees me out of the other eye. I think about noticing the tension in his muscles and putting in more activity around him and his tension goes up, and decreasing my activity and making more harmony and more flow and more ease when his muscle tension goes down. Those are a couple of simple examples. There are a bunch of different things that I would do to encourage him to be more aware and less reactive. Now, this story has a particularly good ending because it was probably about half an hour later and I was spending time with the three horses but focused on this conversation with Ocasio, and this really beautiful red-tailed hawk came flying out of the deep grass and all the horses jumped out of their skin except Ocasio. Hi, Atlas. Big sigh from Atlas. So in that moment where something perfectly scary happened and that big bird exploded out of the grass in flight and all the horses jumped, the horse that I had been working with didn't jump. He didn't startle, he didn't spook, he didn't run. And that's a really big deal for that particular horse. Instead, he pricked his ears, arched his neck, and was really curious. Now, freedom-based training is not supposed to work that fast. I didn't anticipate that my practice with him today would have an impact on today. It just feels really lucky that it did. And so the point of this tea time is that, you know, when you have a problem, it's possible to be appreciative of it and say, okay, I see the problem. Let's make that a motivator for putting in the time, the hours, the effort in the calm moments, in the easy moments, to make that less likely to happen in the future. And today I just happened to have a really quick succession of success, and it was really fun to see it happen. Most of the time it's going to work a lot slower than that, but I'm in this state of appreciation. I appreciate the things that are possible, the things that do improve, the things that make all of this work better. Relationships. All of these relationships feel more fun. And so if you can, in your relationships with your horses, start looking for things to appreciate. I want to normalize appreciation. I love this. I love that. I love something else. How normal is it for you to appreciate the big deep breath that Ari just did? Hi, buddy. So if we can start really appreciating all the little things that we love, And then when something bad happens and we go, oh, this is not something I appreciate, this is something I don't like, then we take that as really good information. It becomes a motivator to find solutions. And that can be really great. So I want to thank all of you who sent me kind messages last week. I had a particularly difficult week. A sort of big wave of grief came through for me. Everything slowed down. I'm just going to publicly appreciate all of you for your patience with me. There's a lot of emails I haven't answered in this last week, and I promise I'm going to get to those in the next couple of days. I'm feeling good. I'm really happy to be here with my boys, Ari and Atlas. They're taking a mid-morning nap. And I'm going to continue drinking my tea with them and appreciating all the good things they bring into the relationship, and even some of the things that I might not like that we need to improve on, fix, change, develop. I'm going to try and appreciate those too and use those as motivation for shaping my day, shaping my plans, shaping the work together so that the future gets better. So I hope that's some good food for thought. Thank you for joining me for tea time, and I will be back next Tuesday. Make sure if you have a particular topic you want to talk about, put it in the comments. I keep an ongoing list. I usually talk about something that I have a personal story that I can use as an explanation, but I do love having a list to look back on. So if there's something you would like my input on, let me know. All right. Have a wonderful day, everyone.